Good morning, children. Today's topic is terms of division. Terms of division. Children, in addition, subtraction and multiplication, we study different terms there. Is it? In addition, we study the new term sum. The answer is called sum. And in subtraction, we study a new term. What is the answer in subtraction called? Difference. And in multiplication also we study a new term. What was that term? In multiplication the answer we are getting is called product. Is it? Like that here in division also we want to study some new terms. Not only one term, we have to study a group of new names in division. Okay children. So let's discuss. Look at the board. 8 divided by 4 is equal to 2. It's a division fact. A division fact is given here. 8 divided by 4 is equal to 2. So children, here which number we have to divide here? 8. Is it? So that number have a name. It is called dividend. Dividend means the number to be divided. The number to be divided is called dividend. Okay, what is the spelling? D-I-V-I-D-E-N-D, dividend. Okay, now 8 divided by 4. So, by which number we are dividing, children? Using 4 we are dividing, is it? So, that number 4 is called divisor. That means the number by which we have to divide. Using which number we are dividing? The number by which we have to divide is called divisor. What is the spelling of divisor? D-I-V-I-S-O-R, divisor. And when we divide 8 by 4, 8 divided by 4, we will get one answer. The answer is given here 2. This answer have also one name, that is called quotient. What is the spelling? Q-U-O-T-I-E-N-T, quotient. So once again children, 8 divided by 4 is equal to 2. So in this division fact, which number we have to divide? 8. So the number to be divided is called dividend. Spelling is D-I-V-I-D-E-N-D, dividend. And the second number 4, that means the number by which we have to divide. Okay, that number is also having a name, divisor, D-I-V-I-S-O-R. Now, after dividing, we will get one answer, is it? Here the answer is 2. So, that answer is also having a name, quotient. What is the spelling? Q-U-O-T-I-E-N-T, quotient. Is it clear? So, these three names are the terms of division. We have to study some more terms. Before that, look the question once again children. 8 divided by 4 is equal to 2. Is it? That is our first question. That is our first division fact we wrote here, and I told you each and every number have different name. That separate particular names are called the terms. Okay. So under 8 which term we write over here? Dividend. So children, we can write like this. 8 divided by 4 is equal to 2. So our 8 is called dividend and 4 is called the divisor. So dividend divided by divisor is equal to the answer. Answer have another name. What was that? Quotient. So in short, we can say that dividend divided by divisor is equal to quotient. Is it clear? With using the same number, we write it once again, so it is easy to understand. Look at the numbers and its terms. Okay children, so the first term is dividend. We are dividing by 4, that is the divisor. So dividend divided by divisor is equal to the answer. Answer has another name, quotient. Okay, now the same thing we can write it like this also. Is it, children? That means dividend is equal to, that means 8 is equal to 4 times 2. Is it correct? That means we are writing this division in terms of multiplication. Okay, children. So we already studied the division fact and multiplication fact in the last class. Okay, so like that this division fact is written over here in multiplication fact. So 8 is equal to 4 times 2. Okay, so 8 is the dividend. So dividend is equal to divisor into quotient. We can say like that, is it? Because here the 4 is the divisor and 2 is the quotient. So dividend is equal to divisor into quotient. Just remember this. Okay, just to understand this relation. Okay, so once again dividend divided by divisor is equal to quotient and dividend is equal to divisor into quotient. Actually, this is the same thing that we studied in our last class. For the given division fact, we write its multiplication fact. So, its terms also we write over here. In terms of terms, we can write this relation like this. Okay, children. Now, one more thing. When we divide, division means what? Making into equal groups. Okay, so the total number will be given there. We want to make them into equal groups. That means in each group there will be equal numbers. But sometimes when we make the total number into equal groups, we can't make them. We can't make them into equal groups. Some things will be left over there. Otherwise remainder. That remaining number is called remainder. Look at the board. When the given numbers cannot be divided equally, something is left over. Something will left over. Left over means remaining. So it is called remainder. Understood? So, the given number cannot be divided equally. Something is left over. That leftover thing is called remainder. Understood, children? So, dividend is equal to, if the remainders are there, we can't write like this. Dividend is equal to divisor into quotient. Divisor into quotient plus that leftover number, remainder will be also there. So, if remainder, in cases of remainders, we have to say like this, dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Is it clear? Now, these all terms are called terms of division. So, once again, which all are the terms of division? Dividend, divisor, quotient and remainder. These four names, these four terms all together called the terms of division. Is it clear? Now let's do some questions. Look here, children, one example is given here. 10 divided by 3. Okay, that means here the picture is also given here. 10 stars are given here. We want to make them into 3 groups, and remember one more thing, making into equal groups is called division. Okay, so we want to make them into 3 equal groups. That means in these 3 groups equal numbers must be there. Okay, so how we will divide, how we will make them into 3 equal groups? Let's look. After 1, 2, 3, I am just drawing one line here. 1, 2, 3, I am drawing one line here. Again 1, 2, 3, I am drawing one line here. So children, I make them into 3 groups and each groups have 3 stars. But what happened? One star is left over here. One star is remaining here. Now just we study the terms remainder. So here such a case is given here. One star is remaining. So there is one remainder. Okay, children. So children, look here. 10 stars I make into 3 equal groups, and in each group how many numbers are here? In one group how many stars are here? 1, 2, 3. So in each group 3 stars. So 10 divided by 3 is equal to 3 and the remaining number is 1. So, remainder 1. Is it clear? One group of stars are given here, 10 numbers are there and we want to making them into 3 equal groups. We are trying to make them into 3 equal groups. I made 3 groups, but after that 1 star is remaining there. So, we can write like this, 10 divided by 3 is equal to 3 and remainder 1. Is it clear? Now, look at the next example, 8 divided by 4. That means 8 stars are given here. What we want to do? We want to make them into 4 equal groups. We want to make them into 4 groups. In each group, equal numbers must be there. Okay, so let's try how we will make. After 2 stars, I want to draw one line. Then again 2 stars, I am drawing one line. Again 2 stars, I am drawing one line. Now look children, how many groups are here? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I make them into 4 equal groups, is it? And in each group, how many stars I got? 1, 2. So what is the answer? 8 divided by 4? 2. Okay, in each group 2 stars. So 2 is the quotient. 2 is the answer. And anything is left over here? No. I make them into equal groups of equal number of 4 groups. So nothing is left over here. That means we will write remainder 0. No remainders are here. Nothing is left over here. So I can make the 8 stars into 4 equal groups and in each group 2 stars. So 2 is our quotient and remainder is 0. Is it clear? We'll do some questions only using the numbers without the help of these stars or any pictures. We will do some questions using the numbers only. Look here. Find the dividend, divisor and quotient for each of the following. I told you children, today's topic is terms of division. So the terms are given here. First we want to find out the answer, then we have to write separately in each column which is the dividend, which is the divisor and which is the quotient. Now look at the first question, 12 divided by 2. That is the first question. So children, what is the meaning? There are 12 numbers given there. We have to divide them equally into 2 groups. How we will find out the answer? In division, how we will find out the answer? Children, before the division we study the chapter multiplication, is it? Using the multiplication table we are find outing the answer. You know the relation between multiplication and division that we already studied in the last class. So both these are the reverse things. Which way we are doing the multiplication? It's just to reverse order is the division. Okay children. So using the multiplication table we can find out the answer easily. Look here, 12 divided by 2. All of you know the multiplication table of 2, is it? So start counting the table of 2. How many times with which number we are multiplying 2, we will get the answer 12. We have to find out that. Okay, by which number we multiply this 2, we will get this number 12. We have to find out like that. Okay children, so in 2's table, how many times you are getting the number 12 there? 1 2's are 2, 2 2's are 4, 3 2's are 6, 4 2's are 8, 5 2's are 10, 6 2's are 12. So how many times you get this number 12? 6 times. That is our quotient. Got it? Once again, while dividing a number, you know the multiplication table of 2, we are actually finding out how many times, by which number we multiply this 2, we will get the number 12. So start counting the table of 2, how many times you are getting 12. 6 2's are 12. So that is our quotient. Okay. Now the question is we have to write dividend, divisor and quotient. So looking at this question, you know which is the dividend. Dividend is 12. So in this column we will write 12. And what is the divisor? 2. And what is the answer? Quotient 6. So write here in this column. Is it clear? We find out the answer, then write the dividend, divisor and quotient. Like that, do the next questions also. 24 divided by 3. Children, all of you know 3 is table, is it? So, in 3 is table, by which number when we multiply 3, we will get the number 24. All of you know 3 is table. Just start counting and find out the answer. 8 3s are 24, is it? So, what is the quotient? 8. 8 times 3 is equal to 24. Now, we can write the dividend, divisor and quotient. What is the dividend? 24. And what is the divisor? 3. And what is the quotient or answer? 8. Clear? Now, look at the next question. 70 divided by 7. We are going to divide 70 by 7. So, in 7's table, how many times you are getting the answer 70? By which number when we multiply 7, we will get this number 70? With 10, is it? 10 7s are 70. 10 times 7 is 70. So, the quotient is 10. Clear? Now, how we will write the dividend? 70 is the dividend. What is the divisor? 7. And what is the quotient? 10. Okay. Now, look at the last and final question. 25 divided by 5. Here, all of you know the table of 5, is it? With which number when we multiply 5, we will get the number 25. In 5's table, 5 times 5. 5 5s are 25. So, the quotient is 5. Now, let's write the dividend 25 and the divisor 5 and the quotient is also 5. Is it clear? So, this type of questions are also there in your worksheet. You have to find out the dividend, divisor and quotient. So, before that first write these answers in this first column, then only write like this the terms, corresponding columns. Okay. So, I hope all of you understood well. Today's topic was terms of division. We study 4 terms of division. The first one is dividend, next one is divisor and the answer is quotient, and fourth term is remainder. These 4 terms are called the terms of division. Okay, children. So, study well, practice this type of questions in your rough book also. We will see you in the next class.